Hey gorgeous, it's international makeup artist Brooke Price here, and I am so excited to be sharing this video with you. So video number one, I actually really wanted to share with you my aesthetic as a makeup artist. I'm 15 years in the game and I really love clean beauty. So the looks that I'm going to be sharing with you here are very much backstage, looks that I've created for runway shows and, you know, working with some gorgeous celebrity looks. Something that I really wanted to kick off with is what I class as a really beautiful clean makeup. So today I'm going to be working with maybe 10 or so products, so it's really simplified as well. Really great way for you to get started with some gorgeous products on a pro level if that's something that you're interested in. Everything that I'm working with today is actually fresh out of my kit, so I've been developing my kit for a number of years now. I only put things into my kit that I absolutely love, that I know perform, that I've tried and tested myself many times. If they qualify, they go in the kit. Anyway, everything that I'm sharing with you today is in the kit. It's a collection of products that I use on my clients for runway looks, etc, etc. So let's kick off. I am going to actually get started with eyes. It's how I tend to operate. I like to get everything really clean with the eyes and then actually finish with the base, because obviously, I don't know about you, but I actually touch the skin whilst I'm working on eyes. So if foundation was already in place, for example, obviously that would be affected by me touching the skin, applying eye makeup. So, and actually what I'm going to be doing on the eyes today is very, very simple. First and foremost, I am going to conceal around my eye area. So I'm actually going to use one of my favourite products, like all-time favourite products, which is the Airbase Cream Concealer. And I don't know about you, but I really suffer under my eye area. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this under my eye area to just smooth all of this out. And I like to bring this under the eye, but also down the side of my nose on my cheek. I do get a little bit of redness around here, so you'll see that I just like to blend this out. Yeah, and I pull that look where the mouth has to be open, obviously. So that is a good start in itself. Dark circles are definitely something that I am burdened with. Thanks, mother. And this brush is actually a really dense brush, but I like to just use it. It's one of these oval brushes, and this was really inexpensive. I got this off the internet. I don't even know if it's branded. Synthetic fibres, which I really like. So once I've got my concealer under my eyes, I'm then literally just going to take a small amount and I'm just going to smooth this over my lid. You can use an eyeshadow primer. Sometimes I do use an eyeshadow primer, but actually for the look I'm creating today, because it's just clean beauty, I actually don't like to block out the natural colour of my eyelids. I like to keep my eyelids looking pretty natural. So I'm creating quite a translucent look on my eyes here, just slightly smoothing, but not a dense cover. And actually, to keep that in place, I'm going to be using, and some of my favourite brushes at the moment are actually the Sonia Roselli nude brushes. I'm just going to be using one of my staple Inglot eyeshadows here to just smooth over that. So this is just really, really light. I'm just going to blend this over my entire eye from lid right up to brow. And a circular motion will always allow you to get a nice even finish. No edges. So I mean, simplest of the simple, right? I've literally just applied a bit of concealer, very light, to my eye area and set that with a little bit of eyeshadow. I'm going to go straight into using ye old favourite, my Inglot gel eyeliner. Now I feel like I have used every eyeliner going for gel, and this is just the only one that I have found that I really love that actually completely stays intact. So what I like to do is just, I'm using an angled brush here. I'm just getting a small amount. I either use the back of my hand or the inside of the lid to just smooth this out, okay? And just going to smooth this. I like to start at the centre of the eye, the eyelid. And just lighten the pressure on the outer corner. And remember to go right into the inner corner of the eye, just to get that definition. So I'm just doing a really gorgeous simple flick here. Okay, match up the other side, take a little bit more product. And when you're happy with how your flicks are looking, go straight in with some mascara. Now I am using Makeup Forever's Aqua Smoky Extravagant Mascara. And because this one, actually, I have this in my kit, but it's also, I have one that is my own. So I can go straight into using the wand with this. Now actually, when I apply mascara to my clients and models, I actually use a lash fan because I find that it really allows me to coat the lashes beautifully, and it's super hygienic too. So for those of you that don't know what a lash fan looks like this. So what I do is I decant the mascara onto the back of my hand, I load up the brush, and then I really work it into the lashes. So now I am not someone who is blessed with very long lashes, although I do have I carry out a lash treatment on myself that I actually do for my clients, which is a lash lift. So that does make a big difference, the lash lift. Now to give added definition, what I like to do is actually apply a little bit of black eyeliner pencil into the inner, on top, the inner waterline. So I'm actually using my Dying that urgently needs replacing favourite eyeliner pencil of the moment, which is actually Estee Lauder's Double Wear eyeliner in black. Obviously matches the gel liner I've applied to the top lid there. So eyes done. Now I like to move on to base. That might seem really backward, but like I said, it keeps the skin really, really clean. And two products that I am absolutely in love with right now are the Niod Photography Fluid by Deciem Beauty. They're the Abnormal Beauty company. I am in love with this product. So they do a photography fluid, opacity 12. I'm using the 8. 12 is like an iridescent pearl colour. The 8 has got a slight bronze finish to it. So, and I'll show you. I just apply a little bit of this to the back of my hand. It really gives this gorgeous luminosity to the skin, and something I love about this is because it's photography fluid, it obviously photographs really beautifully. So it gives a slight warmth, this bronze effect, and I'm going to be pairing this with the Makeup Forever Water Blend Foundation, which is a new discovery for me that I am absolutely in love with, like really in love with. So, as I always do, as a makeup artist, I always say my left hand is going to age so much better than my right. You'll see here I'm just adding a few drops into the foundation there because I put so much product onto my hands. So I always like to start at the centre of the face because that tends to be the area that needs more coverage. And just blend out. Don't forget to take it past the jawline so that it looks super natural up to the ears. Oh, this is such a light product. I'm obviously sharing with you a look that I wear that I really class as clean beauty, but also products that I know perform, that I love, not just for myself but for my clients. These are products that are in my kit. So you can see the light that's bouncing off my skin. Now I've used that. Now you can use the water blend foundation separately, or you can use the photography fluid on its own. Coupled together, I just love this gorgeous, luminous, translucent skin that it gives you. So, and I am a stickler for blending, so I'm just really working this in and making sure that it's really well balanced across the face. And then I'm actually going to go back in with my concealer and just give any areas that need a little bit more an extra bit of coverage, and that's with the Airbase concealer that I used around my eyes as well. The reason I use this brush is because I just, for me personally, feel like it just gives me a little bit more control over the product, the amount of product I'm putting onto my skin. So this is literally just allowing me to add a little bit. I do get some redness around my nose, so I'm just buffing in. This concealer is creamy and very, very sheer when you blend it out, so it's going to work really nicely at blending in with that base that I've used. And now I've really finished my base, I'm going to go back in with my mascara and coat my bottom lashes. Now the brush on this mascara is fab for top and bottom lashes because it's got this cone-shaped wand, so it means that you can use the point at the end here to get into all of those finer bottom lashes. So I just like to soften that with a cotton bud. And another thing that I love to do to soften in general is to work with the Makeup Forever powder. Now I use this to death and I couldn't tell you, it's the Ultra HD. Now this is the O2, it's like a yellowy colour. Don't know if you can see that because this is very, yeah, I'm kind of catching it there. It's translucent, but for pores it's absolutely wonderful. For smoothing it's absolutely wonderful. So I'm just layering this really lightly with this fluffy brush under my eye area. That'll help set the concealer. This doesn't crease and it doesn't look heavy, so I find this absolutely ideal. And just in the centre here, the areas where I need extra coverage, where I put that little bit of concealer, I like to powder that area as well. And I am a contour girl. I do like to add a little bit of contour, so I just like to give some definition to my face. So right now I'm using, I sound like a real Makeup Forever fan right now, and I actually really am. This is a product that is fairly new to my kit actually, which is their bronzer. It's this one here, and I love it. It is their, now they just give numbers, sexy numbers. I think this is a 30M. It's their Pro Bronze Fusion. But I just feel like a little bit of this gives nice dimension to the face. This isn't like a heavy sparkly bronzer. The shimmer bronzers are not good for contouring, whereas this I just do like to go down the side of the nose a little bit. Now I feel like that makes a huge difference. Under the jawline. Love, love, love. So I feel a bit all over the place today actually, because I haven't done brows yet. I literally beat to my own rhythm. As long as it's done, as long as it works, it's fine by me. Now this is another favourite of mine. I love these Chanel blushes. This is their Joues Contraste and it is 71 Malice. Now this is a peachy, slightly coral tone, so I feel like this gives a really nice brightness. It definitely gives a brightening effect to the cheeks, and I'm just literally, if you're someone that struggles with blusher application, the general rule, and this is very generalised, is that you can go from where the centre of your eye meets the bottom of your nose towards the top of your ear. So I don't like to extend up here unless that's an intentional look, but just in this region here fits really nicely. Now let's finish up with some brows. I'm just going to give them a little bit of a comb. And my go-to brow product is actually the MAC really fine brow pencil. I love this because it has really great detail. I can literally just stroke this onto my brows to create a soft shape, just replicating those individual hairs. I'm not a heavy brow person at all. So what I like to do is comb the brows, add the product, and then comb the brows again, because I just feel that that makes everything look so much more natural. I mean, you can see the difference, right? One brow to the other. My God. Okay. Other brow. I do like to start at the peak of the brow here as well, because I feel, for me, that's where I'm lacking a little bit. And also I tend to apply more product here and less here, so I get much lighter with my strokes with the amount of product I use, and I follow the direction of the hairs as well. These ones here for me go straight up, so I'm just following that, replicating that so that my brows look nice and natural, and then combing up to follow that direction and make them look really clean. Lip. I want to keep this clean and beautiful. So I'm using this really pretty shade of lip liner. It's kind of like a nudie pink. Now I've shaped my lip very gently and filled it in. And then an absolute staple for me is my Elizabeth Arden 8-hour cream. So I'm just going to press some of that into my lips over the top of that lip liner to create a lip colour. Just a really soft shade. And this is super hydrating as well, so if you're someone that gets dry lips like me, this is wonderful. So you get a really conditioning lip colour basically. And that is the finished look. So clean beauty, very sheer foundation, crisp eye, juicy lip with that really pretty flush of colour on the cheeks. Hope you've enjoyed this, guys.